Hi, everyone. I just wanted to share a passage of scripture with you that I've been reflecting on today that I've found really helpful as we find ourselves nearing the end of week 2 of this unique season that we find ourselves in. It's John 13, and it's a part of this a series of conversations that Jesus has with the disciples in the week leading up to his death. These are rich conversations because we have a sense that these are the priorities that Jesus wanted to leave with his disciples. And maybe none more so than what we find in John 13, as Jesus offers, in fact, he insists that it's proper that he wash his disciples' feet. And they push back because they're uncertain of whether this is appropriate. It seems out of step with their culture and their expectations that Jesus should wash their feet. And yet he chooses to, because he's operating in this last week out of the deepest part of his identity. And it causes him to reflect in two ways. I think first, he's reflecting the great intimacy and love of God for people. This act of unsurpassed intimacy, the washing of feet. And in that moment, the sense of being soiled and of dirty and carrying things that you don't want to carry anymore. These are washed away in this moment of intimacy and healing and grace. And secondly, I think we also see Jesus modeling this radical servanthood, this radical love for others. And Jesus is saying to them, look, however great you might think you are, however great you might think I am, here is what a servant looks like. And he's modeling it to them, not just that they would experience that moment, but that they would take that moment forward and that they would offer it to others. And so for me, as we reflect on the panic and the uncertainty of week 1, and maybe for you the fatigue of week 2, as we've struggled with all of these new things that we're needing to try to embrace, maybe as we stand here on the cusp of week 3, you like me might hear God calling us to a new rhythm, some new possibilities, some new rhythms of intimacy with Him, and rhythms of service towards others. An intimacy that fuels us in this current season. It fuels us to be servants of those who we rub shoulders with metaphorically, if not literally, in this seasons of distancing. It's really appropriate that we might ask God to help us to reflect on our rhythms as we move towards Easter in this Holy Week. And it's my prayer that you will find new rhythms that God is calling you to. Maybe something of the new normal for the season, and maybe something of a new normal for you beyond this season. So I pray that you'll join with me in asking God for a sense of rhythm, for a sense of what He wants to accomplish in you and through you as He draws you into this intimate embrace that He has for every one of us as He sends you and I out to serve those in our communities. Praying with you this Easter as we journey towards the cross once again with Jesus, the unchanging God, even as the world changes around us. Every blessing.